out of Dearborn, Michigan, when a pastor named Ted Barham went before the city council to object to the renaming of certain city streets and intersections in Dearborn. There he interacted with the city council and the mayor, the Muslim mayor of Dearborn. Here's how this went down.
Hezbollah, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans. So I just feel it's quite inappropriate.
You are an Islamophobe, and although you live here, I want you to know, as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city, because you are not somebody who believes in coexistence.
A mayor of Dearborn, Michigan, saying you are no longer welcome here, and when you leave, I will throw a parade. We are honored now to have Ted Barham, a Christian minister, and the man you saw in that video, with us here now on Will Cain Country. Ted, pastor, thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Will. Thanks for having me.
What did you go to the city council that day to share and object to there in Dearborn?
I read a couple of quotes from Mr. Osama Siblani, where he encourages violence over in the Middle East from a Hezbollah and Hamas perspective. And I also read a quote where I felt that could be understood to be encouraging violence here in Michigan. I don't have those quotes in front of me, but I think those have got out there on social media. And so I just thought it was not really very appropriate for his name, when he is kind of synonymous with Hezbollah and now Hamas. I didn't think it was appropriate for his name to be up so publicly in this city here in America.
And the city council of Dearborn was looking at doing what with his name? They were going to rename a street or an intersection?
It was an intersection that was named after him. That's right. Yeah. Now, technically, it was not the city council of Dearborn that did that. Technically, it was the county, but there were still several people there from city council, including the mayor, as the mayor himself said that day, who were part of that ceremony to put those signs up there.
And the first reaction, at least in part that I saw, was that the mayor told you if you don't like that intersection, you can close your eyes or go a different route through Dearborn?
Yeah, I thought I might crash. I didn't think that was great advice, because then I might crash if I close my eyes when I'm driving there. But
yeah, I think that's not advocating for the public safety in Dearborn. And I'm trying to find the quote that you referenced. I've read it as well, where this man who was going to have the intersection named after him had definitely advocated violence. We're talking about the invocation of guns, of bombs, of missiles in the Middle East, but it did appear as well he was advocating for this to also take place in Michigan.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And if I can speak about that, I feel it's really helpful that this has got the attention of so many people, because I feel it's really bad that there has been a flow in the wrong direction, if I may say. So I have lived in Muslim countries for several years, and I've visited many Muslim countries. I've spent a lot of time in my life in Muslim countries. And I feel it's bad that the oppression and hostility that you find in Muslim countries is flowing into the West. And from Muslim majority communities in Western countries and in America, like Dearborn, I feel it's bad that that same oppression and hostility is flowing from those communities into the rest of America. I feel like it would be much better if we could reverse the flow. Instead of oppression and hostility, we have freedom and peace. And as a Christian, what I mean is the peace of Christ